what a couch looks like. I don't need a reference.
Hi friends! My name is Thimble Carats. I'm a part rabbit, part skunk furry artist. I primarily sculpt, but I do also enjoy digital art. I especially enjoy July as Art Fight is the whole month. And if you're not familiar with Art Fight, there are two sides. This year it is Team Stardust, which I'm on, and Team Seafoam. And you take turns basically drawing each other's characters, and you just draw as much as you can for the month. This is my second drawing, and we have Kalvin, spelt with a K, Kalvin Drew. Yentlishes is the owner of this character, and it sounds like they got this design from someone else, I believe. And so a little bit about Kalvin. He is 21 years old, 5 feet tall. He is a barista. He's peppy, high energy, loves crafting, and loves savory food. Now, I definitely wanted to create a scene that really fit his personality. And so mentioning savory food made me think of popcorn. And so I wanted to draw like a living room scene where he's just sitting and enjoying his show or movie. And my goodness, did I have issues with the perspective in the beginning, as you witnessed. And this is what I explain to people when I talk about, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to art. I just do. I just do the work. I just do the things. I just do the stuff and draw. And at some point it ends up coming to a place where I can be quite happy with what I've created. And I am quite happy with how this turned out as well. I really love the expression I chose to give Kalvin. I wanted him to kind of look like horrified or like shocked. And I don't experiment very much with expressions. So I definitely had quite a bit of fun getting a chance to experiment a bit with this character in that. And I feel like I did a pretty good job. I mean, of course, you be the judge. What do you think? Did I nail the expression? Did I accomplish what I sought to accomplish? Yeah, but that perspective really threw me off. I'm like,
I know what a couch looks like. I don't need a reference.
and then the perspective just was not turning out right no matter what I did. And so I ended up just getting a picture online, having to bring that in, kind of figure out how the perspective of the couch was looking to try to get my guides correctly. And gosh, I'm definitely happy with where I got things situated, and so glad I stopped being so stubborn and just got a reference to use. But yeah, I liked that I also kept this theme very cool toned. I feel like TVs in general, when you're watching things, really do put off more of a bluish hue. I'm sure other people out there know specifically why that's the case. But yeah, I definitely wanted a more bluish scene. Oh yeah, and the character. Let's talk more about why I even chose him. So, I actually wanted to draw Kalvin last year. I had him bookmarked, so you can bookmark characters and save them. And I actually had him bookmarked from last year. I totally even forgot about my bookmarks until I went to check them after my initial art fight video. And I ended up seeing him in there going, oh my gosh, I remember this character. I really wanted to draw him. So the things I really liked about this character was the blue color that he has, like inside of his ears and on his wings. That is one of my favorite blues. Plus he's a rabbit. Duh, of course I'm gonna like that. And then also a cyclops. I don't have any characters who are cyclopses. I don't know if I've ever even drawn a character who is a cyclops before. I really don't think I have. And so seeing this character, I was so excited. And I also had an opportunity to draw this character in a more unique pose than I typically comfortable with. I usually keep to very, very simple poses, but this one definitely created a unique challenge for me. Having him, gosh, he was not only sitting, but he's not like facing directly towards you. So he's sitting kind of at an angle, I think like a, 3/4 view, holding a bowl of popcorn, eating popcorn, and just the general complexities that this character has with their design. So I definitely had to play around with this quite a bit to get it to a place that I was happy with. And originally I gave this character a case of the thickums because I like to draw them thick. And I am glad that I stayed true to the character and went in and made some modifications to that. I also really liked creating the reflection in his eye and also trying to just like come up with what would be reasonable for him to have in his surroundings. And I thought pillow, yep, definitely pillow, some nightstands and some lamps. I also love plants, so I was like, oh, any opportunity to try to sneak a plant in there, let's go. So I thought that added kind of a nice touch to the foreground, so it's just not so plain. I did think of also like playing around with the scene a little bit more and maybe even draw like a pair of eyes under the couch also looking like it's watching, kind of like not quite like it. I was gonna say like an Easter egg. I don't know if you'd really consider it an Easter egg. It's not really referencing anything. And I think people would notice it pretty quickly since it's a pair of eyes. But that would have been kind of funny to do. I also wanted to make sure when I was doing the shading that since the TV's kind of sitting lower than just standard eye level, that the shadow cast was like upward as far as like the couch, if you look at the curtains. And oh my gosh, as silly as it may sound, I was so happy with how the curtains came out. I was like, these look like actual curtains. How did I do that? A lot of the times I don't even know how I do stuff. I keep layering things and working with it until I'm like happy with the result. And it's something I'm like, yeah, I could live with the way that looks. Or maybe I get too fed up and I'm like, you know what? I've been working on this too long. I'm done. I drew this over the course of 3 days, I think. And it took me a total of about 5 hours, I believe it was, to complete. And my gosh, it was worth it, I feel like. There's definitely things that I would do a little bit differently. Going into it with, hindsight, of course. But again, like I am so rusty with drawing, and I feel like this is better than other stuff that I would draw before, and I don't know how that's possible when I haven't drawn so long. Yeah, anyway, I do watch art tutorial videos. I just like to watch them kind of in passing, but I don't like follow along with them. Probably should. And just because I don't normally use references doesn't mean that you shouldn't. References are so important. If you're wanting a certain look or feel or pose with whatever it is that you're working on, references are actually quite important. And I've just been quite stubborn with my art from the beginning, and I don't use references as much as I should. The fact that I even brought a couch into this one to use as a reference for the perspective is saying something. But anyway, yeah, I definitely feel like I nailed the mood of this, and I got the nighttime munchy. Maybe he's watching like true crime or something messed up on TV. But yeah, anyway, this is it. This is the final piece. I hope that you like it and that you've enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed creating it. I also hope that the creator enjoyed it. And If you want to see more, I'm going to be posting all of the drawings that I have done for Art Fight. Again, this is just number 2 out of the series that I have done so far. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you all have a lovely night and take care of each other.